Well, hello, my name is Randy Haynes, and I'm a senior advisor at ARC Financial Services in Greensboro. Look, I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel, Optimal Retirement. If you subscribe here, you'll get timely tips on retirement planning, Social Security, Medicare, long-term care solutions, and all these things are designed to protect your assets and to help you optimize your retirement when it's time. In this video, we're going to reveal the top 3 mistakes people make with their 401k, either when they change jobs or when they are within 10 years of entering retirement. At either of these times, you're standing at one of the most critical financial crossroads of your entire life. Your 401k is likely your single largest financial asset. I mean, you've spent decades working hard, sacrificing, watching it grow. But did you know that the moment you leave your employer, you enter a financial danger zone? And today we're going to expose the 3 biggest mistakes people make with their 401k when they change jobs or when they retire. Mistakes that can cost you up to 40% of your balance in taxes and penalties, and it does it instantly. But more importantly, we're going to look at the 3 best things that you can do. 3 things you can do to protect what you've saved that can provide you a guaranteed lifetime income that you can never outlive and shield your hard-earned wealth from market volatility. So let's go ahead and roll up our sleeves and get started. First, and perhaps the most painful mistake people make, is a cash out trap. According to research published by the Harvard Business Review, a staggering 41% of workers cash out their 401k when leaving a job. And look, it's incredibly tempting, I know. You see a lump sum of cash and you think about paying off credit cards or buying a new car or taking a vacation between jobs or celebrating retirement in some grand way. But cashing out is a massive wealth killer. The IRS immediately hits you with a 10% early withdrawal penalty if you're under age 59 and a half. And then on top of that, the plan administrator is legally required to withhold 20% of federal income taxes. So you're surrendering 40% of your hard-earned money to the government on day one before you ever see a penny. But the real tragedy is lost compounding. Cashing out just $3,000 at the age of 24 will translate to about $23,000 less at retirement. So when you cash out, you aren't just paying today's taxes. You are robbing your future self of decades of exponential growth. The second mistake is what I call the savings pause or the vesting blind spot. Many people assume that the moment they change jobs, they can just hit pause on their savings and figure it out later. Well, Vanguard reports that a worker who changes jobs 9 times throughout their career, well, that worker can lose up to $300,000 in retirement savings potential just due to transition gaps and eligibility waiting periods alone. But there is a more immediate hazard, and that's your vesting schedule where you work at. While your personal contributions are always 100% yours, your employer's matching contributions are usually tied to a vesting schedule. For example, if you leave your company after 3 years and you're on a 5-year vesting schedule, you might have to forfeit 40% of your employer's match right back to the company. So before you hand in your notice, you really need to check your vesting status. Because if you leave just a few weeks or months later, you could secure thousands of dollars in fully vested, guaranteed matching funds. The third mistake is falling into the indirect rollover and unpaid loan trap. When you roll over your 401k, if you request a check made out to you personally, you have executed what the IRS calls an indirect rollover. Your old company is legally required to withhold 20% for taxes. You then have exactly 60 days to deposit the full original balance into a new retirement account. To complete the rollover, you must replace that withheld 20% right out of your own pocket. If you can't do that, 20%, then it is treated as a permanent withdrawal, and of course, it's subject to taxes and penalties if they apply. Furthermore, if you have an outstanding 401k loan when you leave and you don't repay it by your tax return deadline of the following year, the IRS, once again, treats the unpaid balance as a taxable distribution, and they'll hit you with income taxes and a 10% penalty on top of that if it applies. Now, these are administrative traps, and they're entirely avoidable if you know what you're doing. Now that we've covered the dangers, let's talk about the solutions. What are the best things that you can do with your 401k when you change a job or even when you retire? The absolute best move you can make is to roll your 401k into a safe money position. Many people believe that their only options are to leave the money in their old employer's plan or roll it into a standard brokerage IRA where it will remain fully exposed to the wild swings of the stock market. But as you enter retirement, your financial goals shift from wealth accumulation to wealth preservation and income generation. And this is where specialized safe money vehicles like fixed indexed annuities, well, this is where they come into play. When you execute a direct, tax-free, trustee-to-trustee rollover into a safe money contract, you unlock a suite of powerful benefits that a traditional 401k or even a brokerage account simply cannot provide you. Let me walk you through some of the most important ones. First, a safe money rollover provides 100% protection from market volatility and loss. You combine that with a guaranteed lifetime income, you've got something pretty special going on. When you roll your funds into a fixed indexed annuity, 100% of your deposit begins working for you. There are typically no fees deducted from your deposit and certainly no ongoing management fees. Your principal and your interest credits are legally protected from market crashes, losses, or volatility. Your growth is linked to the upward movement of a market index like the S&P 500. But if the market drops 10, 20, or even 30%, your account value remains completely flat. You don't lose a thing. Your floor is zero. And here, I want you to remember this phrase: zero is your hero in a market downturn. In addition to this floor, your previous interest credits that you had earned, they're also contractually guaranteed. But it gets even better. By utilizing a lifetime income rider, you can have a safe money balance into guaranteed, predictable stream of income that you and your spouse can never outlive. It acts like a private pension plan. Social Security only replaces 40% of the average worker's pre-retirement income. A safe money rollover fills that gap, giving you absolute peace of mind that your lifestyle is secure no matter how long you live and no matter what the market does. Second, a safe money rollover provides a powerful way to cover medical emergencies and that dreaded long-term care event, while it also preserves your liquidity. One of the greatest fears retirees face is the devastating cost of health care. Did you know that 70 to 90% of married couples age 65 or older will eventually need some form of long-term care? A nursing home can cost $10,000 to $15,000 a month. Assisted living, that can run $4,000 to $6,000 per month. Traditional long-term care insurance is expensive. And if you never use it, those premiums, well, they're gone forever. But modern safe money annuities solve this use it or lose it problem. Many contracts feature built-in income doublers or hybrid long-term care riders. If you're certified by a physician as unable to perform 2 of the 6 activities of daily living, things like bathing or dressing or eating, your guaranteed monthly income check doubles or even triples to cover your care costs. And under the Pension Protection Act, those distributions for qualified long-term care expenses are often completely tax-free. And if you never need the care, well, that is absolutely wonderful. If you beat the odds, great, because that money remains yours. Furthermore, these contracts maintain liquidity. Most contracts allow you to withdraw up to 10% of your account value, penalty free, every single year. So, if you happen to have an unexpected medical bill or a home repair or a family emergency, you have access to your money without surrendering your safety net. Third, a safe money position provides continued tax deferral and robust legacy planning for your loved ones. When you roll over your 401k directly into a safe money contract, you preserve the tax deferred status of your money. You're not paying annual taxes on your gains, which that means your money compounds faster and it works harder for you every single year. But here's something most people will never think about until it's too late. What happens to your money when you pass away? Well, with a safe money position, you can establish a guaranteed death benefit. Your named beneficiary, your spouse, your children, your grandchildren, your church, your favorite charity like Make-A-Wish, can receive the full accumulated value of your contract directly. I mean, it bypasses the costly, time-consuming, and very public process of probate. This ensures that the wealth you spent a lifetime building is transferred directly and privately and securely to the people who matter most to you. Look, my friends, navigating a 401 transition is not something you should do alone because the rules, well, they can be complex. The tax traps, they are real, and the stakes are just really simply too high. You deserve a retirement built on a foundation of safety, a foundation of guaranteed income, a foundation of protection, not fear and uncertainty, and certainly not market risk. That is why I want to invite you to take action today. Contact our office at 336-652-3314 to schedule your private one-on-one safe money consultation. We'll review your current 401k, calculate your vesting status, analyze your retirement, your income gap, and show you exactly how to structure a safe money rollover that protects your principal, guarantees your income for life, and shields your family from the high cost of health care. Give me a call right now. Book your appointment. Your future self will thank you. Well, look, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining my channel. And I look forward to working with you personally. Y'all have a great day.